Parkkins Peak. And here's a special thing that you guys maybe don't know about peaks versus mountains.
Oh.
Mountains, famously, do not go left to right. Peaks do.
Oh, this is left to right.
Yeah,
wow.
left to right.
I like that.
Yeah, peaks.
I always assume it is.
No, he always
He
says.
demands.
But this is good. I like
For
it.
some reason, he says they don't, but they do.
No,
but
they don't.
peaks do.
Okay.
Peaks go left to right. So, Sam Darnold, prove it.
Wow.
Your year last year was better than this, but as you will see as we rise up through the peak, I've got a lot of faith in Kevin O'Connell and Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. I believe Sam Darnold was a product of what happened in Minnesota. We'll see if he can prove me wrong and rise up the rankings here. Trevor Lawrence, if not now, when? I mean, I know he's got cute nicknames on this show, but he's had 3 different head coaches. He's had 4 first-round picks since he's been a member of the Jaguars on the offensive side of the ball. Like, what more does this guy need in order to prove it? He's got more fumbles than anyone in the NFL since he's been in the league. Tua, a product of the system. He has to stay healthy consistently. Michael Penix, I'm rooting for him. He's fun to watch. He has an absolutely massive arm. I hope he rises up the peak over the course of this year. Bryce Young had nice moments, but it felt like we were grading him on a curve because he's just a little guy.
I like Bryce a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's an easy guy to root for. Was in an absolutely terrible situation, but excuses are dwindling for the former number 1 overall pick. Cam Ward, I love his talent. I don't love the talent that he has around him. I think he's going to struggle this year, not because of him, but because he doesn't have enough help. And then I got a soft spot in my heart for the 28th best quarterback in the league, the lower right player in Parkkins Peak. Anthony Richardson, he has to be on the debut of Parkkins Peak / Mountain because he can throw the ball over a mountain.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, he can do that.
Can I
for sure.
pause here?
Feel free.
Usually how Mahomes, but I don't know if we're doing the same format.
I think we are. Did I do it wrong?
Well, usually we wait to have discussions, but this was just absurd.
What
Daniel Jones, I feel like that quarterback controversy is over.
Yeah, I think it seems like Jones.
And you have one guy on the mountain,
Well, they're wrong.
and one guy's, I mean,
They're wrong.
They're the
Anthony
Colts.
Richardson's going to start.
Well, he's better
Week
than
one?
he's better than Daniel
Is
Jones.
he?
Yes, he is. He's better than Daniel Jones. He might not start week 1, but by the end of this
More
year,
potential.
I don't think so.
Yeah, week 1, I think Jones.
that's
will.
that's
Okay.
fine. They're
So
at
it's
their,
Parkkins
own,
Peak, it's
at their own peril. And if you want to interject with discussion at any time, boys, feel free. To the next level of Parkkins Peak here. Geno Smith. This might be too low for him, but great accuracy, doing more with less. We'll see if he can carry over the success individually from Seattle to Vegas. Aaron Rodgers Lifetime Achievement Award. We'll see how it goes with him in Pittsburgh. I love the Jonnu Smith. I told you, Brou. I told you the Steelers weren't done making any additions
like
for him.
Jonnu. I like
And they made big trades with Jalen Ramsey there. So Rodgers, obviously, a little bit of a Lifetime Achievement Award from last year. Kyler Murray, his peak is 2 or 3 rungs up this mountain. Like when he's at his best and dialed in, he makes plays that we're like, oh man, that's a Lamar Jackson-esque play. Or oh wow, that's a Justin Herbert level throw. But he just doesn't do it with any degree of consistency.
Justin Herbert.
I don't think anybody saying that.
Watch football
Joe
with me on a
Burrow
Sunday.
level.
No.
Yeah,
That arm strength of Justin
Mahomes level. Justin Herbert.
In training camp.
It is.
Wow. You guys just need to watch more football with me.
He looks like Justin Herbert.
I count all these guys. Justin Herbert. Kyler Murray would be lucky to be Justin Herbert one day. Your guy, Drake May, and again, it's left to right. I own a little bit more Drake May stock than I own Bo Nix stock because I adjust for situation. No one had worse offensive line play than Drake May last year. Basically, no one had worse pass catchers than Drake May, and he held his own. Now he gets an upgrade at coach, upgraded talent all over the field. Stephon Diggs looks like he's going to be healthy. I think Drake May is still going to be a star quarterback sooner than later. Bo Nix's season was awesome. And back to the Sam Darnold point, J.J. McCarthy, if Kevin O'Connell chose to move on from Sam Darnold and they traded up to take J.J. McCarthy, I expect J.J. McCarthy to be better than Sam Darnold this year, given the situation that he's in. So I think he's got to start a rung above Darnold on Parkkins Peak. We can go to the next line here because this is where it starts to get interesting. Dak Prescott, from everybody on this line, he's got way more statistical accomplishments.
Oh my
but
This is so bad.
can he do it with any degree of consistency? Can he stay healthy? CJ Stroud, he's got 2.
We're going to let this play, but this is brutal. This is brutal. You have Bo Nix down at the bottom here. You got him right next to J.J. McCarthy, who's never played a single snap in the NFL. You got him above Caleb. I mean, you got Caleb above Bo Nix, which makes exactly 100% 0 sense, quite frankly. You got Caleb Williams above Jordan, ahead of Jordan Love. You got, you got Dak Prescott ahead of C.J. Stroud. You got Dak ahead of Brock Purdy. I mean, oh my God. I missed Nick Wright. Nick, who cares about World Series of Poker commentating? Please come back. Do it from your hotel room. I don't know, man. This is tough.
2 playoff wins, 2 years into the league, dealt with a tremendous amount of offensive line adversity and wide receiver adversity last year, which really showed me something. He took too many sacks, but I do think that was more a product of what was around him than him. Still think he's got a very high floor. Question a little bit what his ceiling is in terms of a productive player, but he is obviously a franchise quarterback for years to come. Purdy somehow, to me, even though the winning wasn't there, got better. Like he impressed me more last year than.
Thank you, Danny.
Well, okay.
I was
Bru's
saying.
not on camera, but he's dusting his shoulders off.
Please. Well, but that's my Jalen Hurts argument. Because when Purdy had everything around him, it was like, oh, give the ball to McCaffrey, you've got Kyle Shanahan, you've got all of these guys. But when then pieces started to fall apart around him.
How is that your Jalen Hurts argument? When pieces weren't there around Jalen Hurts and the defense was awful and there was no A.J. Brown, there was no Saquon Barkley, there was no run game, he led the Philadelphia Eagles to the playoffs. And when he had a great roster around him, he won the Super Bowl. He played amazing in multiple Super Bowls. So that is not like Jalen Hurts. Brock Purdy was not amazing in the Super Bowl. He wasn't bad. I'm not knocking Purdy, but you got to give credit for Jalen Hurts elevating his game. In the Super Bowl, the most important game in all of football.
And he still held his own. I was like, all right, Brock Purdy, deserving of that contract.
Went to the Super Bowl. That's why he's slightly better than Caleb.
Him and Caleb next to each other?
Caleb better than Jordan
Caleb
Love.
better than Jordan Love?
It goes left to right.
Geno Smith.
Now, I think that Caleb Williams and Jordan Love are going to play in like 30 Bears-Packers games. I think they're both franchise quarterbacks. I think they're both very talented. But Caleb Williams' situation last year, head coach fired, play caller fired, playing practice squad guys on the offensive line, guys dropping 10 straight losses, Hail Marys, dysfunction, leaked stories to the media. It was a disaster.
Some good stuff, too.
Jordan Love got to sit for 2 years, has a top 5 or 6 head coach, and he still threw nearly twice the number of interceptions as Caleb Williams.
Caleb didn't refuse to throw the ball.
Because his defensive-minded head coach coached the aggressiveness out of him. That was not the issue for Caleb.
Why
Caleb
didn't
Williams
he coach all the running backwards out of it?
Well, he took too many sacks to the offensive line. Was 68 sacks, and he still had a 3.5 to 1 touchdown to interception ratio.
Because he refused to throw the ball.
You give him a good offensive line. You give him Ben Johnson.
Okay, you want to tear this apart real fast? Caleb Williams was actually responsible. This is now the sacks that he allowed from the pressures that he allowed that are attributed to him. Caleb Williams, 17 in the NFL. And when you want to neutralize the O-line, so this is just in a clean pocket, nothing to do with anything else. Clean pocket, so don't give me any of this nonsense about O-line. Bo Nix was top 5 in touchdowns. Caleb Williams, buddy, where are you? You are 17th, 13 touchdowns. Okay.
You give him Colston Loveland. Caleb Williams this year,
Incredible.
don't you guys worry. He's to the left of Jordan Love, which means he's one spot better than Jordan Love. We go up the peak. And I believe this is what now? Top 10 territory? Yeah, I can count. That's right. Jaden Daniels. It's the best rookie season I've ever seen. And frankly, it pains me to have him above Caleb Williams, but this is how you know that I am objective.
You think?
Jaden Daniels.
What guy? What the heck?
You would have had Caleb ahead of Jaden. There was something wrong.
The other guy had one of the
This
worst.
would have been the last Parkkins peak. I'll tell you that.
Gracious.
I thought the commentary came in once we reached the summit. Best rookie season I've ever seen. 9 wins by 1 score or less. The best 3rd and 4th down quarterback in the NFL. Jaden Daniels was just remarkable last season. Jared Goff, a little bit of a product of his success with the team around him. Great receiver, great running back duo, great tight end, top 3 offensive line. but the guy just keeps producing and putting up absolutely massive offensive numbers. Lost in the divisional round of the playoffs last year to Jaden Daniels when he put up 31 points. And they got blown out because the defense was so injured. They allowed 45. I think he's firmly a top 8 quarterback in the NFL.
Do we watch the games anymore? I mean, oh my God, that game was such a mess offensively. You want to talk about 31 points from Jared Goff? And the only reason why they lost was because of the Detroit Lions defense? What are we saying here? First off, I don't even have the strength to unpack that game. There was a lot of things that went wrong. It wasn't just Jared Goff by no means. I don't blame him for that loss, but like, we're not going to pretend like he had this awesome, great game and he just was putting up these amazing numbers in that game. And if it just, gee golly, wasn't for that awful defense, he would have won. That wasn't the story either. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta give Nick Wright a call.
And then I debated Baker or Hurts 9v10, 10v9, but Baker's ability to take Tampa and be where they are consistently offensively, no one says about everything that Baker has what Jalen Hurts has. And he's got Tristan Wirfs is great, and Mike Evans is great, but they were able to overcome the Godwin injury. Bucky Irving comes out of nowhere. No one would put him in the same category, but he's not.
Dallas Goedert missed games. A.J. Brown missed games. Devontae Smith missed games. What are you saying right now? What are you saying? A.J. Brown literally missed the beginning of the season. Devontae Smith missed like 4 or 5 games. I forget the exact number. What are we saying right now? This is so comically absurd. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had an awesome O-line. A 68% pass block win rate of which was ranked 5th. The Philadelphia Eagles had a 67% pass block win rate. That was ranked 6th. Do you guys know that 67% is lower than 68%? Also, run block win rate, 72%, was ranked 9th for the Philadelphia Eagles. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 73%. 6, you guys know 73% is bigger than 72. I know math is hard.
Not Saquon Barkley. No. And so for Baker Mayfield to now consistently year after year have that level of offensive production, he's the 9th best quarterback in the NFL.
Wow.
And Jalen Hurts coming in firmly with no disrespect whatsoever.
Really?
At number 10.
Really?
10th best quarterback in the NFL. A gamer, a leader, a winner, and a product.
I thought some of the Mahomes mountains were bad. My gosh.
Going off the rails.
Off the rails. Well, this is the perils of going left to right. There's more room
This
for
is why you
quibbling.
don't go. Yeah, this is
More
big.
room for nonsense. But it's a tougher challenge to get to the top of this peak than it is the mountain. We go to the top 6. God, to be compared to Justin Herbert. Lamar Jackson comes in as the 4th best quarterback in the NFL. The MVPs, the accomplishments. He needs to get it done in the playoffs.
Precisely.
Yeah, we like Lamar.
No, who doesn't?
We all like Lamar.
He's
going to
great.
go up.
Well,
Justin Herbert, what has he done?
Lamar and Herbert are next to each other.
Wilds,
Really?
what do you say my brand is?
You're seeing the league clearly.
Nonsense?
Eye test, baby. For Justin Herbert. Now listen, I can show you
This
stats.
is a lot of eye tests.
No.
At some point, you got to have some achievements, though.
At some point, when we talk about eye test, which I believe in eye test, and I defend the eye test all the time, you actually also have to know what you're seeing. You also have to watch all the games. You also have to be able to understand the complexities of football, how offenses are run, defenses. It's not just, people mistake the eye test for just, this is just how I feel. It's like, no, you actually need to like know what you're seeing, right? Like you need to actually like understand how a game is unfolding, what a quarterback is being asked to do, how an offense is being executed, what you're doing against a great defense versus a bad defense, what you're doing when you're on script, off script, first quarter, third downs, first downs. This is why you actually need to like legitimately sit in front of the TV, watch a single game. I watch football games. Majority of the games I watch, this is my computer right here. I can't even extend my hand out. It's a laptop. It's right in front of my face. That's how I watch majority of these football games. I'm like this. I got my notepads taking notes. Doesn't mean that I know everything, but you got to be locked in. It's got to be in your face, man. You're not watching it sitting back on the couch, eating Doritos, walking away, going to the bathroom, watching 9 games at the same time. You got to sit in front of it and you got to watch. Otherwise, I don't want to hear about eye test.
I understand that.
You
but
can
again,
look cute and all that, but give me some
Herbert,
achievements.
Justin Herbert and Peyton Manning through their first 5 seasons are identical. Touchdowns, wins, playoff wins, which is 0. They are identical. Peyton Manning and Justin Herbert.
You know what this
you keep
is?
firing coaches. You keep getting guys injured around you. Justin Herbert is a star.
I think that's
that what
dirty
this is?
pool.
Why is that dirty pool?
It is.
It's like did Troy?
Why?
What was Troy Aikman's rookie year?
It led the league in interception.
And it's like, so now every bad quarterback,
Right.
like, led the league. Troy Aikman.
Well, no. Hold
Like,
on.
you
But
can't
no
just
one
like
said
take a
Manning
great
had a time,
quarterback
too.
and say, like,
No.
see how
But
he
see, that's
wasn't
why-
underachieved? So is this guy.
When you see the league as clearly as
That's
I
fair,
do,
you are seeing it clearly.
You blend the stats and the history with watching every game. No one watched Bryce Young play and was like, ooh, that's the next Troy Aikman. We're like, ooh, that guy might just be bad. You watch Justin Herbert, and if you don't see the potential in him to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, an MVP quarterback.
But he hadn't. It's about time to start realizing.
Okay,
that
well,
potential.
just out of curiosity, on the ESPN list where they're all the scouts and executives, Justin Herbert was also ranked above Jalen Hurts. But
he wasn't 5th though.
Just so you know, with all the experts at PFF who go through the deep dive of watching all the games and the analytics, they had Jalen Hurts actually above them all. So, And all the great scouts and execs, you mean the ones who continuously are terribly poorly run teams? How great are those Jags? How great has those Miami Dolphins been? How great have those Atlanta Falcons been? How great has the Carolina Panthers been? How great has those Tennessee Titans been? How great has those Indianapolis Colts been, huh? Can you tell me? How great have those Patriots been pre Tom Brady and post Tom Brady? How good have those Arizona Cardinals been? How good have those New York Jets been? Can you answer those questions? How good has the Raiders been? How great have those Chicago Bears been? How great have those Houston Texans been? How great has the Dallas Cowboys been? We really want to act like the execs and the scouts are the all-powering, they know everything. Like, really? There's a lot of really, 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 really poorly run teams out there. You know who's been the best run team in the NFL for the last 25 years? The Philadelphia Eagles. You know who the Philadelphia Eagles found in the second round and made their starting quarterback? The Philadelphia Eagles. But Jalen Hurts. So weird. That's, kind of,
I think he was 7th.
He was 7th.
Okay, but he was
But
ahead
still,
of
that was
Jalen
still
Hurts.
too high.
He wasn't on the
who was
same
9th.
tier as Lamar Jackson.
And then
I'll
Matt
tell you that.
Stafford. Matt Stafford is kind of like Justin Herbert, actually. Didn't do the winning early, but passed every eye test. Had the big arm, but was in Detroit and was just kind of a product of everything around him. As soon as he got to a good situation with Sean McVay, what did he do? Won a Super Bowl and started setting some records. So I look at those guys being on the same level.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert will get there. I'm owning that stock. And now I think everyone
You're
has the
taking
same.
up my time.
Everyone has the same
this
top
is
4.
true, yeah.
I'll go faster. I'm sorry. Well, you guys were interjecting as we went our way up the peak. Second level of Parkkins Peak, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow.
I shouldn't have recommended. I'll be honest with you.
What happened?
I texted you this morning. I'm like, hey, we should still do Mahomes bound. I don't think we should. We should have just done like 5 NFL questions.
This is the most accurate
We should have
peak
just
into
been
all
like-
of sports television.
DeAndre Hopkins, do you think he's
All right,
gonna
let's
have-
just reveal.
I actually really truly believe that they're being real here. Like, it's a little bit inflated and magnified. It's fun in games, right? It's sports talk. It's part of it. But like I think a lot of times when you have these takes and when you have this rapport with people and you're on TV, you're on live TV, you're being interviewed. It's like when people tell jokes, right? You tell jokes and there's always like a little bit of truth to a joke, a little bit of truth to a joke. That's what it is. Like they actually are kind of like, this mountain is insane. They know it's still television. They still know it's entertainment. They still know it's conversation. They know, what does it really matter at the end of the day? It's one mountain out of a million or whatever. Like it's not like there's any like actual repercussions here. And even if it was the worst mountain in the history of the universe, like it's still a conversation. It's still going to be posted. People like me are going to talk about it, right? Like it's still a thing. But I think there really is a sense of just like, okay, which is so funny because I think it was last week. It was either last week or the week before. Wilds called out Nick and was like, dude, it's every week it's the same thing. And like, why would anyone tune in if it's just the same thing? Like, it's like there's not enough. There's not enough of an incentive for people to tune in because everyone just knows, oh, it's Mahomes at the top and it's the same thing again and again and again. And I think Wilds was also being truthful and honest in that moment, and it's why, like I said, I really plan on just doing an immediate 2025 Mountain. Again, I don't if in the first 2 weeks, if Cam Ward is balling out or Richardson is balling out, and they're the top of the mountain, right? And if Josh Allen has a couple rough games to start the season, and Lamar and Patrick Mahomes, they're at the bottom of the mountain. Like, to me, that just makes it so much more interesting. Then it's not just constantly based off of thoughts and feelings. You don't randomly have Jalen Hurts behind Baker Mayfield. You don't have Dak Prescott ahead of CJ Stroud and Brock Purdy. You don't have Bo Nix behind Caleb Williams. I mean, like, you just don't get a lot of nonsense like this. I mean, it's just kind of absurd. And yeah, man, I pretty much said, usually I try to let the mountain play and then I'll share my takes here, but like, yeah, we were all having the same experience. I have to imagine everybody watching this was collectively having the same experience. I mean, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. No, just crazy. Crazy. Those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about, I don't even know what to call it. We'll just call it QB tiers. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. It's whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.